Yes, we good. Not what I wanted. I wanted to get into chat. Awesome.
3 minutes until showtime.
All right. Yeah. Save Zoom. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Okay. Mute. Unmute. All right. All right. Few more minutes there, peeps. A couple more minutes. Couple more minutes, and then we are good. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Couple more minutes. Waiting for Blog Talk to catch up with everything. So it'll be pretty awesome. Hello, Kelly. We're going to have a good time tonight. So we're just waiting for Blog Talk to catch up. A few more minutes. We're good. The hell? What the heck? All right. Don't mind me. I think I'm still live on Blog Talk. Okay. I think it's the. Hold on. Tonight we have Nikki Jacobs. We have Nikki Jacobs. Is what we have. So sharing it out would be awesome. So we're just waiting for Blog Talk. Okay, we got a few seconds here. What the hell? Where does it say start my call now? Okay, I got it, Nikki. What the heck? Online call. All right, so you guys should be able to hear me good, and Blog Talk is running, so few more minutes, Nikki. All right, Nikki, you can still hear me, right? Nikki. Nikki. Oh my, I just got disconnected from Blog Talk and I don't know why. So hold on 1 second here. We're going to try to redial again into this. I don't know what the heck is going on. So hold on. Nikki, can you hear me? I'm getting nothing. Nothing. All right, I don't know if anybody can hear me out there. So if anybody is over, can you hear absolutely anything, Kelly? because I'm having an issue with Blog Talk right now. And that's where Miss Nikki Jacobs is called up to. Yeah. It just disconnected me. Yep. Nothing. Nothing. All right, Nikki, if you can hear me, I'm going to have to go out and back into a live show because I am getting absolutely nothing here. I am getting absolutely nothing. I'm hearing nothing. The whole thing is just freaking out. So, oh my God, really? Yeah, I would love to get this going, but we're having an issue with Blog Talk tonight. So I don't know if anybody can hear me out there in the live video. So if you guys could hear me, that would be really greatly appreciated to let me know. Yeah, everybody can hear me. I can't hear anything on Blog Talk at all. Not a dang thing. Sorry about this, guys. I have no idea what's going on with Blog Talk. Nikki, are you there? Yep, I'm on a direct connect and it just the call just went. So just bear with us, guys. In the meantime, I'll introduce myself as we're waiting. Nikki, just stay there. We're gonna do everything we can. So just to let you guys know, I am Susan Swanbeck. I don't know if anybody can hear Nikki. Hello, Olga. Hello, Howie. Hello, Kelly. So yeah, Blog Talk just kind of went to me. So Nikki, I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute. I have no idea what's going on. So as we're dealing with the Blog Talk, just to let you guys know, I'm Susan Swanbeck. I'm on the A.T.U, which actually stands for Awakening the Unknown, or pretty much awakening anything in you. And that's what it is that I deal with here. And I thought that it's been a while and I've been back on the Rift Network. Tonight's the official episode, and my horoscope told me that I'd have technical issues today. So this is kind of neat, huh? I am having technical issues here. So I'm trying to figure out, and I can't even reconnect to the Blog Talk right now just to let everybody know what's going on. So I'm just going to go over to the dashboard and see what happens. I'm going to put a chat message in to Nikki and let her know what's going on. So Nikki, let's see. We might bring you in on Zoom. If you can hear me, Nikki, we're going to bring you in on Zoom. I think I can send you the Zoom link and bring you on that way. And that way we can just keep going because, you just don't give up. You just keep going and going and going and going and going. And I'm a little weird. And as soon as we can get Nikki going on this, you're hearing me on Facebook. All right, Nikki, do you want to do Zoom, honey? So just let me know if you want to do Zoom. I'll pull you in on Zoom. Okay. All right, let me send you the link to Zoom and we're going to pull you in on that way until we can figure out what's going on the other one. So hold on a minute. I'm going to pull Miss Nikki Jacobs in live on Zoom. So that way we can, let's see, contact link. So I'm going to pull her right up on this. And she'll pop right over on Zoom as we figure out what's going on with this. Okay. And then we could continue the show as we figure out what's going on with Blog Talk. That's why, having a backup is good because for some reason, I don't know what's going on. So Nikki should be up on Zoom any minute here. So let's see, she should be coming in. And so, as I said, I'm Susan Swanbeck. I got to kind of this motto here as we're waiting for Nikki to come in, who I like to talk to about aliens and Sasquatches. So it's Victory of Valhalla, guys. And that's what it is. You know what Victory or Valhalla is? Victory of Valhalla means you just continue to fight and you go and you go and you go and you never give up. Nikki! Yeah, I can't hear you at all, honey. Let me try disconnecting you from Blog Talk. Sorry, so I'm going to disconnect you from Blog Talk and we're going to come on over and we're going to see what the heck is going on here. I have your audio. I have no sound for you. So, and we're going to continue going, guys. We're going to figure this out. So no sound. So Nikki has no sound at the moment.
Yes, I can
There
hear
she
you.
is.
Hi.
Oh my God, this is bloody hilarious, guys. I'll tell you,
That's a riot.
we've had a heck of a time over here, but we're not gonna give up. It's what
Nope, not giving up. Never,
Oh
never,
my God.
never.
We don't give up. And that's what it is. Victory, guys, or Valhalla. Victory
Right
or
on.
death. That's what that is. And we are not giving up. The show must go on no matter what. Right. So
Right the hell on.
everybody to the first crazy episode of A.T.U because we're going to awaken you to just about everything. And I got to disconnect from Blog Talk, but that's okay. It happens. And my name is Susan Swandeck, and I'm my guest tonight, of course, my first guest on my official show on the Rift Radio Network is Miss Nikki Jacobs, who I've known for quite a while. I talked to her quite a bit about about many different species of aliens, also psychic medium advice. She's also a psychic medium to a lot of the species, the alien species as well, including Sasquatch. So, my God, guys, I wanted to get this going. That's what I wanted to do. So I had a bunch of people, Nikki, inside this saying, you know what? We could really use some like alien peeps here. And I'm like,
and I know many.
That is a good idea. Yeah, it's Blog Talk. I'm disconnected from Blog Talk. So I don't know why. It says I'm on, but yet I'm disconnected. So
yeah, it was really strange because I was connected and then you stopped because we were talking. You stopped, it went silent. And then when we connected on Zoom, it went and told me, oh, okay, Blog Talk is no longer available. And I'm like, oh God, okay.
Oh my God. Like, it's freaky, it's Freaky Susie. What can we say? Freaky Susie over here. So I'm going to go over to the Restream chat and pull this up. And so, oh my God. Yep. So what we're doing right now is we are we're a multiverse. We're multi doing things. I do have to set up I will contact Howie on that. Yeah, disconnect Blog Talk. Hey, Robin, how you doing? So, Nikki, oh my God, we're just gonna wing it for this hour. We're gonna go with it. I can always download the audio and pop the audio back up was what I can actually do.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is the sound better?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking it might be my phone.
Yeah.
No, it was Blog Talk. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's really weird because I have Zoom, which I like the way that you can work with the Zoom, but for some reason, every time over here when I talk to you, I can't use OBS. Your energy and my energy on OBS, it goes and everything goes haywire on it. So I says, all right, Nikki's coming on. And that's I better use Zoom.
And that's one of my abilities too, is I screw with electricity and I hate it because I haven't figured out how to control it. So my apologies.
Oh,
it's one of the clairs. I found out that it's an actual clair. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Seriously, honest, like, and that's the thing. Nikki and I talk a lot about a lot of different psychic things and a lot of alien stuff. And when I do readings every now and then, when she's on a live, it's like I can see the little alien peeps behind her, and she picks up on stuff. So we could jump subjects. We don't know. We could be jumping subjects, guys, so just bear with us. You never know what we're going to be talking about.
Sasquatch to E.T. to the Fae to anything under the flipping sun, any kind of psychic, any kind of energy. Oh my God, beings on the other side. Hello, the Akashic Records. What do you want to talk about, dear?
Freaky Thursday. Oh my God, I love it. And it's okay, there's a lot going on in the world right now, okay?
Oh my God, yeah. Uh-oh. You froze. You froze. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't hear you. Hello? You froze with your mouth open, dear.
Different type of species
There
of the
you are.
grays. Yeah, there's 2 different types of species of the grays. Okay, your internet connection is unstable. There isn't. What about the talls and the shorts?
There are more than 15 races of grays. There are a lot more. Matter of fact, okay, so I'm going to promote a number of people that I know because I know that they're really freaking good. You guys, if you're interested in ETs, check out Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. He has a lot of ET information in his shows. Wow. Check out R. Keith Andrews. He is another, he knows a great deal about ETs. There's reasons. So just check him in. Just check out R. Keith Andrews. He's on Facebook. He does a YouTube show. Yeah. And so there's a bunch of others that and those are just folks off the top of my head right now, but there are many people, but you have to watch out for the people who are putting out crap. Be very, very careful because the field of ufology is filled with people putting out crap information. So, and yeah.
So when you're watching something, how do you know when you're watching these as far as like you would know, but how does like the common person know that doesn't really communicate? It's different. Like some people say the Fays are negative, but when I've had interaction with the Fae, it's always been pleasant.
Okay, now there are many different species in the Fae family. The term Fae, I found out, has 3 different spellings: F-A-E, F-E-Y, and F-A-Y.
Okay.
It depends on, and it confuses even me because I'm like, oh my God, people, seriously, which version are you talking about? So there are some people that say that the encompassing field of the Fae,
right,
evil, are bad. That is not always the case. There are some races of Fae that do not like to have interaction. There are other races, and I call them races or species. I suppose they're species. Yeah. They're species.
Yeah.
There are other species that are very loving and gentle and caring. Any kind of interaction that I have ever had, right? And I've been called on the carpet for this big time by a couple of psychics and people who are like, oh my God, it's this and it's that, and it's all negative. And I'm like, what planet are you on? There's multiple different species in the Fae family, and they're all like human beings. There's good, bad, and indifferent.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what nationality we are. There's good and bad in all of us.
That's right. And that is how the Fae are. The grand sorry, I just got a message that just
we do this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, so there's multiple different species.
Right.
I have I'm asking if I can, I'm asking the other side if I can state this publicly. I have before, but it's been a very long time. So I've actually talked with who I classify the hierarchy royalty of the entire encompassing Fae. Wow. Now people can call bullshit on me with that. That's fine. I don't care anymore. Call it whatever, but this is how I know this being. And he's loving, he's caring, and man, I am here to tell you, I got into trouble because I have a tendency to use the F word a lot. And he's like, we're not going to work with you, Nikki, if you keep using the F word. And I'm like, and then get this, then I get patted on the top of my head going, now little girl. And I'm like, do not. You're like, well, you're all children to us. You're very, very young. And I keep getting the patting on the head. I'm like, oh, darling, please don't. I'm not a kid. You are to us. We're millions and millions of years old. And I'm like, okay, I got the point. Please stop.
Yeah, I'll take the kid. I'll take that. I want to be a kid again.
So,
as long as I can take my man with me, I'll be a kid again. That's all I know.
Go.
I can take my man with me. So just see you guys. Hello, Paulo. How you doing?
Hello, everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat. So
hi. Oh my God. Yeah. So we started up one way and we ended up with Zoom. But I like Zoom just because of this reason. Exactly. And with OBS, I couldn't put you in. And I used Restream, but sometimes it's a little flaky with that. So I've always done the one to the other. But don't worry about it. The show must go on. Now, Christopher Wayne Fisher wants to know, he says, aren't there dark fae as well?
Yes, there's dark and there, well, okay. Excuse me, Christopher, I know what you specifically mean. In answer to your question, yes. In everybody, in the general answer, like I said, there's good and bad.
Right.
What he is specifically asking, yes, but you've got to be extremely careful with them. They remind me in some ways of certain demons. And I'm gonna probably get nailed for saying that from a couple of hierarchy royalties, but in some regards, they remind me of them. In other ways, they don't. So, but yeah, in his specific, because I know Christopher very well, in his specific question, yes. So in answer to your question, Christopher, yes. But in the general synopsis and everybody else, like we said, good and bad with anything.
Right.
So
there really is.
You've got to be careful. And yeah, some of them can be tricksters. Others are not. Others are just like us. They want to live their lives, and others are like, we just want to live our lives peacefully, leave us alone. Sasquatch are like that too.
Yeah, Sasquatch. I've heard you talk about Sasquatch many, many, many times. Yeah. But we have a question in the chat room already, and this is an hour show, so I'm going with the Norse pagan. Woo! Sorry. I'll explain that in a minute. But okay, so I know what my take is going to be on this. I want to see what your take is on this. I've been seeing and hearing a little girl call me daddy. To me, I'm getting warning, warning, warning.
Okay, my feelers aren't up right now because I'm enjoying. But yeah, I would be a little on the careful side with that. Yeah. At the other side of that is that if it's not the warning, it's very possible that it's from a different lifetime and a different soul. So there are many different levels that could be, but you have to be very careful with it.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Because demonic energy, as you well know, can appear as younger children.
And they can appear as good. They can actually change their energy. They can shift their energy in a specific way.
Right.
And it's a mindset, because if it is true evil,
right,
and I don't like to use the word evil, but it's the only thing that comes close to classifying it.
Okay, we can say really, really, really naughty.
Negative, very negative, very detrimental. If it's negative and detrimental, you got to be very, very careful. And I want to say walk on tiptoes, but just be very cautious, because those kind of beings, that is their in. That is where they try to draw you in, and it's and when they get that part, it's not possession, it's oppression.
Right.
Thank you, Miss Amanda, for reminding me of that. I know. Anyway, that's a friend of mine, and I always hear her voice in my head whenever I try, because I never remember the word oppression. I don't know why, I just don't. But anyway, so it's one of the ways that the negative entities and negative or evil, or the wannabes that I call them, because I've come across wannabe demons. I've dealt with what I call wannabe demons that are not in, it's like they go to school and they're there for thousands of years before they can become what I call a true evil demonic demon. Those are
because those are the
rare.
hierarchies you're talking about.
Yes. And they're very rare. For them to be on Earth or to come to Earth, it's very rare. There's not a lot of them. But you get a lot of the wannabes, and the wannabes are learning how to manipulate humans.
Bingo.
And they can spend thousands of years here trying to screw with the human's mind, trying to get in that little nudgy type of, it's really convoluted, and I don't like them. They and I don't get along very well. And I have a tendency, I have a couple of friends on the other side and a couple of hierarchy friends who are like, we're going to let you borrow something that likes to chew them up. And I'm like, goody. yes, please. So I call them the demon dogs, because that's what they're huge. Oh my God, they are huge beasts. And they can do things to these beings that I never knew was even possible or conceivable.
Right.
Until I saw it firsthand. And it blew my mind. It just was like, people got to know about these things, man. So there are ways to get rid of not very nice beings. And the other side, the other beings, the hierarchy and the hierarchy royalties, they know how to do it. I sure as heck don't, but I know the people who can. And boy, am I thankful for them, because they've come in handy a number of times.
Right.
This is me babbling. Pardon me, please.
No, babble away. I was reading the comments in the chat. Now, I don't know if you want to agree or disagree, but I recommend that the first thing you do is take a salt bath, then get some sage and cleanse your house. Open your windows. Okay. Then you want to burn Palo Santo to get rid of the negativity. Okay. Also, once everything is gone, then you can close your windows. That's what I recommend.
I also recommend that. And then something that was recommended to me years ago was to do a really old school method of taking two metal, and it's got to be pure metal, nails, and wiring them together in the form of a cross and hanging them above every window and every door. If it's inside a bedroom, on the inside of the bedroom, on the outside of the bedroom for a door. Right. All the windows, above every window. If you really want, I mean, it's old school. And there's a lot out there that can be done for things. Iron. Iron is another one. Yes. Okay. We have, Pelo Gil. Okay. And, he did send me this question, but let's see. It says, I have a question. He says, now he is a Norse pagan, which means he's Viking. Mm-hmm. He got a message in the morning. He was kind of half awake, half asleep. And he heard a voice saying to him that Jesus needs him. And it upset him because it said Jesus needs him because he's a pagan. Okay. That to me specifically.
Right.
Wow. Number one, that's a warning. I mean, that's number one, that's bonk. That's a polite way of saying it. Even if you don't believe and you're getting
he's being called.
Yeah, he's not just being called. When you cross over on the other side, you go with how your soul believes.
Exactly.
Okay? So that is okay. Now I'm going to tell you flat out. I'm a Christian. Right. I make no bones about it. I
Right.
have no issue with whatever anybody else wants to believe, practice, whatever they want to do. When I have crossed over, and I've crossed over a lot of spirits unexpectedly all at once because
Right.
of something that happened in a cemetery that never should have happened. But the point is that I had people, souls who were Jewish. I had souls who were Muslim, who
Right.
believed very differently. I had very Catholic souls and very baptized Christian souls, all
Right.
coming to me, going and asking me directly, if I cross over into that light, do I go with that person's Jesus, or do I go with Mohammed, or do I have
Right.
had to answer those questions because they were trapped on earth. Their souls were trapped.
Right.
I am here to tell you, when you go to where you believe.
Right.
It is not just a mindset, it is where your soul believes. Be very careful of beings making pronouncement in something else. Be
Right.
very careful. Very careful. It may not be what you think. To me,
Yeah.
if I hear something like that and somebody is of a completely different religion,
Right.
and to me, that is a major warning sign.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is my take and my question on this.
Please.
Okay, so my question to you on this would be, as far as Norse mythology, the Vikings, okay?
Yeah.
Now, the Vikings did go to Christianity, is what they did. They became Christians.
Over time, yeah.
Over time they became Christians. There's
Yeah.
like 3 Icelander tribes in the Northmen, okay?
Oh,
now, there was one that stayed pagans forever, but there were 2 that actually did go Christian. So which side of the ancestors was he on? Could it be one, maybe his ancestors letting him know that he needs to start protection, like some type of protection? That's my question for you on this.
I would believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And all the information. Now, I'm no expert. I mean, if anybody ever tells you they're an expert in this, run the opposite way. I am here to tell you, we are all experiencers.
Yes.
We all experience something different in this lifetime, okay?
Right.
If somebody is telling you they are an expert in this field, for goodness sake, run in the opposite direction. Because it's bunk. Which is me trying not to use the F word or the BS words. So, but be very careful. To me, that is a warning sign. But yeah, if you need to start protecting yourself.
Hold on, I think I connect again. Go ahead. You talk, I'll try to connect.
Okay. But just, if there's a belief where you think you need to protect yourself, I'll say protect yourself. Do it. Whatever means that you feel necessary.
I made it back on.
Holy.
Nikki, every time we're on, we get haywire stuff happening all the time.
Yeah, we do.
This whole thing is, I'm sorry, it's hilarious. We're just used to this. There's something about the energy. So it looks like I got back into Blog Talk. I have no idea what the heck happened. So the whole thing was just kind of funny. But let's see. He's being told, by his smart butt guides. I can't say the ASS word. Sorry, Robert. Maybe he should look for a. Hey, can't say that. Robert also says it's the realm of your mind that creates your personal beliefs, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Yeah. So, and again, there's many different things. We started talking about aliens, and now we're getting into the Viking stuff again. I know, So it's like we're all over the place all the time.
Well, I mean, we had a conversation 2-3 years ago, and after the show, you saw fairies surrounding me, and people in the video were like, why is she getting covered in snow?
Yes. Yes.
I wish we had that recorded.
Oh my God. Yep. Blog Talk is back up and running now. We thank you. Yay. So, and again, I had this awesome intro. I will play the intro as the exit, and then I'll play the exit at the end of the show before we end everything, because I got to fix this. I had this awesome intro that I did. I got this new Viking music, but we'll talk about all that on Sunday, but this whole thing is hilarious. So, but yeah, the Viking stuff comes up a lot. Because what I found out about myself as far as my heritage. And again, you guys tune in Sunday and you can find out all about that. All about that. But see, Nikki also does talk to Sasquatches. So we have, and she has had some really awesome conversations. Now, what I'm seeing is you were talking before. And again, we're talking third eye seeing. You've got this person with 4, like 3 fingers and a thumb, or four fingers. It's not 5, 4 around you. As you were talking, you kept looking up and somebody's like, there's somebody there.
Doesn't surprise me.
Okay. So I don't know which one that
color? Was it a gray? Was the arm gray? Was it blue? Was it brown? It
gray.
Was gray, long and skinny.
Yep. Very long. Okay.
Yeah. I've never, and it's a male, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never known his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Is he there to help? Because I'm not getting warning, Will Robinson, warning, danger. I'm not getting that.
That's usually the phrase that I get. No, I believe he's one of my spirit guides. One of my many spirit guides, which gets into a whole nother topic of, yes, you're a human and you can have ET spirit guides.
Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not Native American. I have Native American spirit guides. Figure that out.
Oh, hey, I'm right there with you. And I have Egyptian. I have beings. I have beings from Atlantis who are spirit guides. I have beings from, oh boy, we could go down a long list. It just hit me how many there are. And I'm like, oh my God. And they're all trying to keep me on track. And at times I'm like, I'm going to smack you. Stop it.
What? I know. I'm very excited. Now, Palo, he actually caught something on his night vision camera. Now that I'd like to see.
Yes, me
if
too.
you could send that over, I would love to take a look at that for you. And then I'll show it to Nikki too. And then we can do a twofer to figure that out. So Robert has Chinese, ancient Indians, Russian, drows, and dragons. Yeah, I get dragons too. But that's to be expected. But we start on one subject and we switch nonstop.
All the time. It's just all the time.
We do this all the time, guys. This is normal. So now that Blog Talk is back up and running, and anybody that's tuning into Blog Talk, I do apologize. My name is Susan Swanbeck. This is the Riff Radio Network presents A.T.U. with ETs and Sasquatch Talk. And you never know what else is coming out of our mouth. So if anybody out there would like to call in, please call in at 1-323-870-3877. And Nikki, we have our first call.
Okay.
Are you ready, ma'am?
I'm ready. Go for it.
Let's go. Hi, you're live on the air with A.T.U. Who am I speaking with? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Do you have a question for Nikki? Do you have a question? You what, honey?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you all hear me?
Hold on. Okay.
Is that Christopher Fisher?
I got it. Go ahead now.
Okay. I have a question. Because my particular
research and knowledge base. That really struck a chord with me when people cross over and want to go by the which spiritual delineation they want to in the next life.
Yeah.
Can that be punishable by the kings, so to speak? That's a correct name for the hierarchy of leaders.
It's not.
So manipulating a new spirit like that.
Oh, you mean punishment for the manipulation?
Yes.
Oh. You know, I've never thought about that. That's something that I could ask. I don't believe so. There are a lot of no-nos on the other side. A lot of, oh my God, if you think we have rules on this side, it ain't nothing compared to what they have on the other side. If they do something wrong, they don't just get a hand slap. They get hardcore consequences. So now here's the thing that I know. If a being on the other side does something that they're not supposed to do, and it does not, for whatever reason, get noticed, and it continues, they have more and more and more consequences to them. Now, those consequences, based on what I have personally witnessed, which is not nice, and what I've been told from the other side, those consequences can be very dire. So, for example, if you have
in a dream, I won't describe.
Okay, if a being is doing something that they are not supposed to, and they don't get caught for whatever reason, and they do it again to somebody else, based on what I've witnessed and what I've been told, yeah, they can get their knickers in a twist, shall we say? Let's put it that way.
I like that.
They can get
their pennies in a bunch.
Oh, in a big bunch, and they can get they can get those panties strung up. I mean,
Ooh.
what can happen on the other side, from what I've been told and from small bits, but what I've witnessed, it isn't nice. So yeah, they do have consequences. They do have rules on the other side. And those are very strong rules. So if caught, and sometimes it's not caught for whatever reason, I for example, I had Death himself standing in front of me because I said, hey, I've got a situation, I've had a spirit come to me, and I've never seen Death pissed off before. Woo! Big scary guy.
I had,
so,
Nikki? Well, because I know this firsthand because of it.
Yeah. So it happens.
Right.
I mean, this stuff can happen, and I don't ever care to see Mr. Death pissed off again. I've only ever seen him once where he was happy.
Right.
But which is very disturbing, but it was really kind of cool at the same time. But yeah, he got out his book and he was like, this is not supposed to happen, and he's going, and it was I'm not describing that book, that would get me into some serious trouble. But
this is what I saw. I dreamed I was in this room. I was about to be beheaded.
Ooh, Christopher.
And then I passed out. Then I woke up among this large auditorium, and I felt my neck, and I did not have that repair like the rest of them did. I was still intact.
Right.
Well, why don't we talk about that after the show?
Yeah, because we got another caller. All right, Christopher, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, Christopher.
I hope you guys have a good night, and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. All right. So caller 804, if you have a question, please press 1. So I know that you want to be live on the radio. If not, enjoy listening to the show and I will check in. We have about 18 minutes and 16 seconds left. I mean, literally, and we haven't even touched on a lot of the topics that we normally get into. And guess what? 804 has a question for you. All right. Hi, welcome to A.T.U on the Rift Radio Network. What is your name and how can we help you?
My name is the notorious hitman of the Rift Radio Podcast Network.
It's Howie.
Hello.
Man in the house. I want to jump on real quick. Welcome you home, Susan. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you. We'll talk.
And
We're going to
Nikki?
have so much fun talking Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And Nikki, you're brilliant. I would love to have you on my show at some point. That's all I want to say. I want to pop in and say, welcome home, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Nikki, I got to make you a regular.
That's
definitely
fine by
have to
me.
make you a regular because we have a blast. Thank you for calling in, Howie. It feels good to be home. I'll tell you that much, but I'm going to get into more of that. Right now, it's about Nikki tonight. Hello, Galen. How you doing? Hello, Robin. Hello, Palo.
Galen, you
Yes.
she wanted me to let people know. She reminded me actually. She left me a message about that what she's noticing, and she's right. Sasquatch and the people dealing with Sasquatch are not dealing with talking about ETs and how they are related and not related. And
Yep.
one group, it's like they're completely ignoring each other in the groups. And she's right. It's across the board. There are specific individuals that are not doing that. They are talking about it.
Right.
And those, if you want, because I've only had small amounts of, well, they're not small, of experiences, but people that do it on a regular basis, mine has in the last year
Yeah.
has been less and less. But these people are having more and more. And mine, there's a reason mine has become less and less. And we don't need to get into that right now. Way too long of a conversation.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough time, so we'll have to have you back on. Oh, no.
Exactly. Anyway, so Duke Sullivan of World Bigfoot Radio and Robin Haynes McCrae, who is a psychic medium and deals with Sasquatch on a regular basis, including on her property on a regular basis. So those are folks I want to promote because they are really good in the Sasquatch field, in the cryptid field, really good.
Yeah.
So they're the other one is Kelly Lapseritis. I always goof up your name, dear. I apologize. Kelly Lapseritis, and on Facebook she goes by Rainbow Lapseritis.
Yep.
So
it's posted onto Restream, so everybody tuning in, it should be popping up on all the Facebook pages. It just showed up on YouTube. I did that, put that in the Restream links in case anybody is interested in these particular topics. Now, when I first met you, there was a lot of Sasquatch things going on. Yes. So
there
much.
Were a lot. Yeah.
So much. And we don't have enough time tonight to get into all that, but we had so much going on. But lately there's been a lot more like the alien topics. And I've noticed that it has increased since they reactivated CERN again.
Well, you have not only that, but you also have like with the CME, coronal mass ejections going on right now. And when there's stronger CMEs, you get less on certain sides of the planet Earth. You have less ET sightings that's my opinion.
Right.
Okay, go do the research, look it up.
Now, are you talking about the new injections they have? They always have these new injections for the latest virus, is what I like to say.
No, what I'm talking about is sunbursts. Coronal is the sun. It's all about the sun. And so you get these
Okay. All right.
mass solar bursts.
Yes.
And those hit Earth. A lot
Yep.
of those hit Earth. And right now we are in a pretty significant series of events. And
Right.
a couple of years ago, I'd have to go through one of my notebook journals. And I keep a lot of them, but I'd have to go through that to figure out what the date was. But there's one coronal mass ejection that is coming. Actually, it's a series of them.
Right.
And they're supposed to be very strong, but I was never given a date, which is frustrating beyond description. But yeah, there are things that happen where you have ETs that start to decrease because somehow, now I'd have to check with Keith about this, our Keith Andrews. But based on the bits and pieces that I received, not only psychically, but also from the ETs, they have a tendency to decrease where some of that solar energy is going to be hitting on the planet. And so they'll go to the other side of the planet.
Yep.
He'd have more information on that kind of stuff, but than I would, because he's much more science oriented than I am. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it's just typical. We're never given Robert White's is typical. We're never given the dates when we're getting the messages.
Oh, it dropped. Yes. Robert and I talk
like my mom. You're running out of time. For what? When? That's it. That's a message from above. You're running out of time. Okay, a little more specific would be awesome.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, what are you talking about? When? Time for what? Time to bake, time to cook, time to go to the store. What? That's what it's like.
Yes, that is exactly what it's like.
Oh my God. Wow.
And sometimes we're just supposed to be aware and to announce it.
Right.
And then other times we're supposed to keep it quiet. But on the big stuff, yeah, we're supposed to. You're supposed to let it be known. And
There's been a lot more spirit activity, though, at least on the East Coast right now.
Yeah, there have been on the West Coast too.
Yeah, a lot of like loved ones that have passed over, a lot of people revisiting. I mean, everything. And this is like the Lionsgate, because with the Lionsgate that happened, I did like the meditation to open up. And of course, I had JR do the same thing because he's native. So he wants to open up as well. So we laid down and we did that. And we've noticed there's a lot more spirit energy around us now.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's because we did that or opened up, or it's because, you take one energy and another energy and you smush them together and then you end up with us too. So.
Yeah, I was just going to say you're adding a lot of energy together and you're drawing more of them in.
Yeah.
And well, at least that's what I think. And I just had a conversation with somebody. You got to work on, and you guys always do. I mean, you guys always do this. So it's really important. I wish other people did. Work on the positive. Yep. Because the more you work on the positive, the more you bring in positive.
Yeah.
And a lot of people call it manifestation. I know a lot of folks that would, that's too new age. And I'm like, oh, please, whatever. So, but you literally attract your physical energy attracts other energy. So if you're constantly thinking about negativity, you're going to bring that in. If you're putting out positive, you're going to attract the positive. And a lot of that will draw in spirits because you're actually putting out from your soul, you're actually putting out a lot of light.
Exactly.
And that draws spirits in. And I got really frustrated because I've been putting out a lot of positive.
Yes.
And I got tested by a dark one. And I was like, get the out of here or I am going to throw you out of here. And And it was like, no. And I'm like, all right, that's it. And boom. And he was gone. And I was like, see, I told you if you didn't move, I was going to make you move. And you didn't. Just an FYI, guys, you can make them move. You don't have to be like me or Susan. You
Yep.
can. Everybody's got their own abilities.
Exactly.
You can do it.
Exactly.
You can do it. It can be done.
Yes, it can be. It
Yes.
really can be, because it really doesn't matter what religious base you are. I mean,
That's
religion
right.
has nothing to do with it. It's
No.
if literally, if you believe in yourself that you
Yep.
can get rid of the negative energy or
That's
the
right.
negative beings, it'll happen because
It's a
you
frequency.
believe it's going to happen. You're projecting it to go.
It's
Yeah.
part of your mind connecting with your soul.
Exactly.
And it's a frequency that you put out, literally
Bingo.
from your soul. And the
Yeah.
second you think it, it literally becomes a frequency, and that frequency goes out from your core. I used to have, well, I still do, but it's nowhere near as severe. I used to have deep black ops, psyops come after me because of information I know.
Yeah.
And I did something to protect myself the very first time. The second time they came back to me, because I had injured somebody, the second time they came back to me and, how did you do that? We want to know how you did that. We want to learn from, I'm like, F off. Because why am I going to teach you MFers how to do
Exactly
my protection method? But the basics is it's a frequency. You think it, it happens. The second it becomes thought, you literally, boom.
Exactly.
I didn't know I could do it. I literally did not know I could do it. So,
wow, you just shifted.
Did I?
Yes. And again, I don't know if
I'm
this is me or anybody else seen that. You
and
shifted.
I'm off to the left, off to my left, right?
Yeah. You went shift. Like, what the heck? You're shifting. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Well, that's the other thing. I could do 5 different. I've been in my higher self before when I went to protect somebody.
Yep.
And I didn't know I could do that either. And I went to 5 different I was in 4 different places at once in my higher consciousness and in my body. And I'm like, oh, I was over here. I was on that planet. I was on that planet. And I was in 2 places on Earth. And I'm like, oh my God, how did I
it's like a
do
part
this?
of you just went right back into yourself. Like, hello, here's a piece thing. You know what I've been seeing? I literally lately, I am seeing nonstop ships over where I live. On top of the fact I'm seeing ravens. I've been seeing ravens everywhere, but I'm also Viking related to Odin. So yes, I've been seeing a lot of them lately, literally come down and squawk at me until I talk to them. It's hilarious. But the alien ships, okay. And the weirdest thing, I'm bringing this up, is because we went to go, we were going to the store and buzzards. There's no buzzards. Yes, 2 of them. Buzzards. Never.
Holy
And connected. Boom, boom, boom.
Have you
looked
up?
The heck?
Have you looked up what that means?
No, physical buzzards.
You need to look up what that means, because that's a very okay. Somebody's saying Native American. Oh man,
he's from the Mem tribe. He's a very ancient tribe, but we both seen him. That was weird.
Wow. Okay, somebody's saying Native American. Somebody's saying it's a warning. What the heck? Why would that be a warning?
Yeah.
It's a warning for your area. Okay.
Yes.
Check it out.
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Oh, I'd have to ask him, but he's in the other room.
Yeah,
maybe about a week or 2.
Yes, definitely start researching the meanings of Native Americans and the belief. Wow. The belief in buzzards, the belief of Oh, it's okay. You're gonna have to find somebody that is like steeped in Native American history.
Yeah.
That's the
I
only
can
way you're
only
gonna
think of
find
one
it.
individual, but I don't know if he's around anymore. Oh my God, we got like 3 minutes left to the show.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we gotta stretch the time.
I
girl.
only got 1
We can-
hour. I get
we
1
can
hour.
stretch-
I'm sorry.
You and I can do it. We gotta stretch that time, baby. And we could too.
Oh, heck yeah. We don't have a problem. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, yeah, not at all. But I only get 1 hour. So, oh my God, we'll have to have you back.
Oh, gee. I'd love to come back. Thank you.
Oh, definitely. Because you never know. And again, Nikki, why don't you tell everybody how to get a hold of you in case they have questions or about your blogs and things like that.
Okay, I had to write it all down. Okay, you can contact me on Facebook at Nikki, well, not at, but nikki.jacobs.376. And Nikki is nikki.jacobs.376. My Facebook blog is the fastest way to find me on that one is # Nikki Jacobs Psychic Medium.
Yep.
Those 2 ways you can contact me via Facebook Messenger. You can also reach me on Restore Belief on YouTube, excuse me, Restore Belief with Nikki. And the email for that is restorebelief2022@gmail.com. This is the first time I'm ever saying that email. Let's see, is that it?
90
Oh
seconds.
my God, 90 seconds, girl.
That's it.
I know. An hour is just not enough time, guys. So
need
I
2
want
or
to thank
3.
Nikki. And Nikki, you hold on a minute. I'm going to end the blog talk because at least I can play the new ending because I didn't play the new beginning. So I will see you guys. Same bat time, same bat channel, same Viking channel next week.
60 seconds.
Don't be sad. A.T.U will be back next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned to the Rift Network for all of your podcast needs.
God, don't you just love this new Viking? I do. All right, guys, I'll see you next week, 8 o'clock. Don't know. There is a good guest.
Thank you for using Blog Talk
That was
Radio.
the end of Blog
Goodbye.
Talk. We're just going to do a quick close up here with Miss Nikki Jacobs because I only get an hour, but that's okay. That's okay. I know I'm whining. I'm whining. You know why I'm whining? I'm out of coffee.
Yeah, I had to have an iced tea. I had to have a swig of my iced tea.
I've been drinking my iced coffee. I'm like a coffeeholic. It's not really a bad thing. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so guys, I want you to tune in on Sunday night. Go over to the Orion Effect. I'm going to be guest on the show. I can explain a little bit more about me, who I am, my background, and all the other crazy doodads that I've come from. But don't forget to stay tuned to the Rift Network because you never know what new show we're actually going to have. And literally, you never know what A.T.U is going to do because you don't. Because I just have a bunch of crap. I just kind of throw together and say, hey, let's talk about that tonight. So it just kind of happens. You don't know with me. So, yeah. And compliments, guys. My man drew me this.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I love my man. He drew this for me. He's so talented. So, yeah. So stay tuned. And Nikki, you got to come back.
I would love to. Thank you so much for having me on, Sue.
Oh, I know. I wish it would have gone smoother, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's just
we
how
didn't
it
give
is.
up. See, victory of Valhalla. We don't give up. All right, guys. Peace out. I love you all. I'm going to see you again.
Lost her. Not sure. How do I do this? Okay.